Nona Peltier's joined me in the studio for the business news. Nona, so dairy overnight global dairy auction, a sharp rise in prices. Well, was that expected?
No, it wasn't. In fact, it's it's true. It wasn't. It's the fourth consecutive rise, and this last one was a whopper. It went up 8.3% overall average, but the more important price, which is the milk powder price, which we track because that's what the farm gate milk prices are based on, rose 14%, which is no one was expecting that, to $3,008 a ton. So
what's driving it?
Well, no one really knows. I guess, could it be international hoarding? Who knows? I have no one really knows because it wasn't what analysts were picking at all. In fact, they're saying, well, it's probably not sustainable because there's no driver behind it. And not only that, there's competing products in the world which are likely to come up. So, perhaps farmers can have a bit of a smile on their face today, but it might not last since there's no real reason behind this drive. So that's quite interesting. It's a mysterious
maybe
increase.
Another thing attributable to COVID-19. It's like stockpiling loo paper. They've moved to...
move on to milk powder.
Move on to milk powder. Who knows? Okay. Me Today. Okay, well, a couple of questions with this. First off, what is Me Today? You say that they're raising money for global expansion and product development. What do they do?
An interesting company. So it's a new company that was launched onto the NZX through a reverse backdoor listing. So it went through a company that was there. It was like a shell company. They bought the shares in it, got shareholder approval, and launched this new company called Me Today. And what they do is, what they're going to be doing is manufacturing a range of skincare products and natural supplements, look good, feel good, that kind of idea, and think that they're going to have a fabulous market. And the reason they do think that they're going to make a lot of money is because these are the same folks who have run all sorts of other successful businesses. For example, Trilogy, which was sold for, a pretty penny. The other company that these guys are associated with is that vodka company, 42 Below.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So they're kind of serial entrepreneurs, and this is their new venture. It launched, though, just as we went into lockdown. So they've raised some money. They're going to be raising $4.5 million through an issue of shares. And pretty excited for their options. I think they decided that there's a huge market out there, and they're expert marketers. They're pretty confident they can get a good share of that.
And what has been happening on the markets today? Given the recent run, I wait with bated breath.
Well, you wouldn't be wrong. It was an increase over some time, but look, we had to have some kind of a pause. So we're down nearly 1/3% today. That's a 36-point drop to 11,707. It's still a really big toppy number, and it was also in line with what we saw in Asia. I was looking at what the Reuters reporters were writing there. They said Asian stocks dithered. That's probably a good word for it. Anyway, the New Zealand dollar is steady at 65.5 US cents, 94.3 and 52.1 British pence.
Thanks, Nona. Nona Peltier with your business news this afternoon.